Today we're discussing the answer to, do insurance companies share a blacklist database, also known as the dirty little secrets? Have you ever wondered why the cost of your insurance is so much greater than your friends or family or people you know who are the same age? Maybe that insurance agent you asked for a quote knows something about your health or background that you did not disclose. How would they know such a thing? I call it the blacklist database. It could be that insurance companies collude and keep a blacklist of everyone they know and what their medical history is. This would be illegal, of course, but hey, we're living in a time when big business can do whatever they want. Over my lifetime of buying various insurance policies, which is more than 40 years, I have asked dozens of insurance agents and brokers and independent insurance companies whether there is such a thing as a blacklist database that they share. Of course, everyone I asked has answered with an emphatic, "No, we would never share information. That would be illegal. We would never do such a thing." Quite frankly, I don't believe them, and here's why. A little background. I grew up in Colorado, and after graduating from college, I moved east to Virginia. Around the same time, my sister, who's just a couple years older than I am, moved to Texas. We both returned to Colorado about 4 years later, and both of us were married. My sister got there earlier than I did and went ahead and purchased some health insurance. She got such a good deal that she recommended me to the same broker. But since it was a month or two between her policy and mine, and her last name was different, the broker was not aware that she and I were brother and sister. When I got my quote back for the identical coverage, it was almost triple the cost of my sister and her new husband. I was shocked to find this out and called the insurance broker, who said, "Those are just the basic rates." When I asked about why it was more than triple what my sister paid for the same coverage, he hemmed and hawed and made up some excuse that I don't even remember anymore. Strike one. Now, not long after returning to Colorado, my wife got a job. So I decided to start my own business, so went ahead and reapplied for health insurance from the same broker, or a different broker, but just for me. This time, the rate asked of me was about half of what my sister and her husband were paying. That made sense to me. One person should be half as much as two people. So what was the difference? Well, obviously my wife was no longer part of the insurance equation. It wasn't until much later in life that I found out my wife had epilepsy. It was nothing she ever discussed with me or anyone else that I was aware of, and she kept her prescription a secret. I gave no more thought to this incident and went on with my life. And then a few years later, I had my first child and applied for some life insurance. This time, I used a college buddy, thinking that I might get a better rate, and his quote for me was an exceptionally low price. But I went and gave blood for the final test. He called me and said he would not be able to give me coverage. He also told me I needed to go see a doctor right away. I asked him what was wrong, and he said, "Oh, nothing, the doctor will tell you." Well, strike two. I was very busy with my business at the time, so did not go see the doctor for a couple months. Meanwhile, my health insurance rates, remember that it was half what my sister was? Yeah, they almost tripled. I called my health insurance company and asked why my rates went up, and they said, "Oh, the open enrollment period is coming up and we're just readjusting everybody's rate." I thought. I called my sister and asked her if her rate went up, and she replied, "Heck no, little brother. It actually went down a little bit." At this point, I decided I need to go see the doctor. The following week, I was diagnosed with hepatitis C. This got me thinking, how did the insurance company know that I was sick before I did? My conclusion? There must be some blacklist database that insurance companies share so that they aren't taken advantage of by people who are sick. Called a pre-existing condition, I guess. I reflected back on my health insurance that I tried to buy with my wife and realized that they must have used the same blacklist database then that they did on me now. So fast forward a few more years, and the results from my naturopath's blood test came back with problems. Again, since he's not an official doctor, he told me to go visit my regular doctor. He would not tell me what was wrong, Before I had a chance to go see my doctor, my health insurance company called and told me they were canceling my policy. I said, "What? What are you doing such a thing? It's not an open enrollment period." Oh, they said the law had changed and small businesses were no longer required to be covered by the health insurance company. I asked them when this would take effect, and they stated I would be canceled during the next open enrollment period. Well, strike three. Obviously, I was quite upset with this predicament. Again, off I go to see the doctor, who diagnoses me with testicular cancer. Oh no, here I am with cancer and an insurance policy that's about to be canceled. I immediately called my lawyer and asked if there was anything I could do. As long as the diagnosis for cancer came in before the policy was canceled, he said, they would have to cover my cancer. If I wasn't sure before, I was absolutely sure at this point that there must be some blacklist database kept by all insurance companies, and the blood results that I had from my naturopath fed into this database without my knowledge, and they knew something wrong with me before I did. Now, does this prove that insurance companies have a blacklist database that they share amongst themselves? No. This is just anecdotal evidence. But I know I've been screwed by insurance companies my whole life because of my wife, and then my hepatitis C, and finally because of my cancer. So tell me, what are your thoughts? Do you think they maintain a blacklist database? Leave your thoughts below. So now you may be wondering, who is Insurance FAQs? Well, we answer your questions about homeowners insurance, life insurance, health insurance, car insurance, travel insurance, and business insurance. If you found this video useful, please smash the thumbs up button below to feed the YouTube algorithm. And know that we'll be posting new videos answering your frequently asked questions about insurance every day. So consider subscribing to this channel and ringing that bell so that you'll be notified when our next video is uploaded. Thanks and have a great day.